Hello gamers, and welcome to my review of the game against Blue, playing with Territorialkommando Süd. If you've watched the previous game, you will see that it was his first multiplayer match apparently. But I'm a low skill player as well, so that's why I also get put against these players, and it's good for me as well. And as soon as there's an actual fight, I will put the video online. And yeah, because otherwise how shall I decide which videos to put online and which not? So, when is a fight good enough? Does the opponent has to have 10 games under his belt, 50 one? Yeah, so but obviously the analysis will be a bit different now because I can't really assess my units. What I can say is that I applied enough pressure to force him to surrender, and that is get an early tick. I think on my low skill level, it's really important to not get behind in points, because it's easier to defend than attack. We will see how he deployed. He did deploy this stuff. He did deploy for a field supply point. So he maybe planned on using artillery, or I don't know. It's a bit weird. He does position his units on the road, so that's actually good. And we can see he goes for these points. Yeah, but he's not attacking me. I'm not attacking him either. As you will see in a moment, I will pause as soon as the game pause as soon as the game actually starts. And there are a few lessons that can be taken from it. Like, I will continue to try to get points early. So my deployment here, as you can see, I was kind of thinking, I just get the AA dudes in. Maybe I should have gone for less stationary, like for the Roland instead, or 2 Ihawks, or 1 Ihawk and a Roland, or something like that. Not sure. I think in the southern deployment here, it was crucial to, just in case, be prepared everywhere so that I can react. So there's no line of attack or no attacking vector possible without me noticing. I think that's kind of important. If at all, then this one. I need to put units in here, an ATGM in here, which I didn't put, or here maybe, covering both this and this. So I was a bit careless here. And my deployment in Alpha is maybe a bit too defensive. But then again, if it's too offensive, he will be able to use tanks and stuff to attack me. So I think that's okay. Against good players, if you play with 2 leaders right from the get-go, you have the problem that the opponent is likely to overwhelm you, and then it's hard to push back. So yeah, I think the deployment here was okay. This dude could have been deployed a bit more aggressively, but then again, he did have an Abrams tank, and if I had started fighting here, he might have this Abrams tank actually ain't going no, it's going somewhere. It's going here first, but then it went here. This Abrams tank would have been a problem, I think. He does deploy Recon in here, which is good. There's nothing he deploys here. But this is a spot that's difficult for my side to take, as far as I know. And yeah, forgot. Yeah, his dragons here went on the wrong spot. So that's a bit unfortunate for him. He goes for a nice house here. Probably this would have been better. because then you have eyes on the road here or here maybe. And here you can see what I should have done as well is unload my Green Beret leader at the edge of the town and then move him manually, micro him, to the actual position. Because then I would have gotten a better lead. He's calling in patrols to now secure this. It's a weird spot to send them here, I think. Bit weird. Yeah. It's also not really pushing into this a bit now. Well, and then again, I'm not really pushing into this here, but I only wanted to get to here, get the tick, and I've got dudes here, and they should see a lot. Aufklärer here can see. Can't really see that much actually, so he needs to be here maybe, or here, or here in actual Aufklärer. Now I've got the zones, and now I'm getting the points. He still doesn't have anything in here, and that kind of cost him the game already. I think he won't do that again. Got one IHawk here, which is not enough. I was a bit worried about his Abrams tanks, so I brought lots of ATGMs. In general, I think I'm scared of tanks. But if you overwhelm them quickly with 2-3 ATGMs, then you win. I played against Atakwa. He's a very good German player and a content creator. It's a German channel, check it out. And when he beat me easily with the reservist division, he's using the mud for like everything. Interesting. But if you do that and only use one, then you also need to attack aggressively, I think, and also, you know, not get the field supply point. And he had lots of ATGMs. Now, one thing that you will notice, and that's something I did in my first game as well in this series, is the use of, not yet, but in a moment. Now I've got the lead, and soon some action will take place. This tank is in a horrible spot because I can just sneak through, and it's problematic for him. Now they are shooting here, but yeah, this was abysmal. I mean, 3 ATGMs missing that, and then here finally, this is just a stun. Yeah, there we go. Not even, but it's like 2 ATGMs or 3 ATGMs, including the Milan, shooting at them. And now this will obviously miss. He took out some of my ammunition somewhere here, I think with one of the planes or helicopters. Now let me take a quick look at the Rangers. And yeah, they've got a good damage output. My damage output is actually worse, but I do have smoke. I've smoked my way. But I am supporting them, and what I did here is a little bit of micro here with the AMX 10s. Now what you can see here is what I meant, you know, the military police, where is it? It's here, being in one of those houses, and it has a massive circle around it. All these units, not all the Fliegerfaust, unfortunately I should micro them, get buffed. Also the leader buffs all these units, I think, including the Fliegerfaust, because look at their level. We can see it here, but you know, they've got like maximum level, I think. Now the Feldjäger with military police, I should have sent him in the church maybe even, because of the security trait. Only 20 points, and it grants a suppression regeneration bonus. This means if I get shelled prior to an attack, they regenerate faster, and also if they attack me and I, you know, maybe repel the attack and then get attacked again, they really help. And now I thought we are like on an equal footing, but he invested in air. Here I only have this iHawk, and the range is actually not too shabby. But there's a certain height as well. It's not shooting yet, as you can see. Now it's shooting. But as you can see, yeah, one hit only, or maybe, yeah, one hit I think. And now it's already out of ammo, and then there's a follow-up airplane. Go for my plane here. I'm sending out my AA plane, and I do notice that he doesn't have AA. Actually, at this point, I could have attacked with my Gazelle Hot. Yeah, here he takes out my ammunition. His Green Beret is dead as well. He's sitting in here. But I invested heavily in my artillery, 520 points. I've only got 2 of them. Not sure if that's enough against a good opponent. Here you can see ATGMs coming from multiple angles. And now my first barrage. Let's see how good it is. He is moving, so actually not too bad. He's moving forward. Yeah, I took out his plane. They smoked their way away from the dragon, I think, automatically. I didn't micro that. Here you can see ammunition is on its way. What's the points it needs? Supply is 300. So this is not enough supply, and you need to send like 2 trucks, kind of. Now AMX here in danger. They are stunned. They're getting now side-shotted by these guys. I sent forward the reservist, the National Guard tanks, and that's it. That's the result. Let's take a quick look at the deck again, how I built it, and please leave me your thoughts on what to change, in particular with regards, to playing against better opponents. I think this is good with the smaller supplies, and this is more for the artillery. The iHawk obviously needs lots of those trucks. The infantry tab, obviously I couldn't really test it out. I think having 8 Green Berets is good. I don't want to go down to upgrade them even further. In particular, I will upgrade them with a leader, at least the ones in a town. I didn't use the aeromobiles. There was no situation for that. And the Feldjäger, I think they are crucial to my tactic. I want to lean heavily into using those buffing units. Here I think it might be worthwhile having... Yeah, I can't have more of them actually. Yeah, well then, it's just these 2. Tank tab, I think, is okay. I should have maybe deployed some VLRA Milan, because they've got the forward deployment. I forgot about that. They also have 8 ATGMs, so I should always pair them and kind of create an L. So maybe that would have been a good option in not that many Fliegerfausts. And maybe have yeah, I think is okay. The Gazelle cannon would probably be an interesting option. Maybe replacing the Aufklärer, but the Aufklärer proved worthwhile because it's so cheap. So I think it's actually quite good. I could often position it somewhere. And here I actually misclicked. I didn't bring them in the Sonderwagen. They were supposed to come in the Sonderwagen, which makes them obviously more expensive, but only 5 by 5 points. It makes them... I need to post that. Obviously it makes them... How fast is that? 85. It makes them even faster actually. Yeah, so definitely a misclick here in the deck building. So the Fliegerfaust is really bad. That's why I brought 4, so that it does something actually. But I think getting rid of it in favor of the FK22 is an option. But I really wonder why on the battlefield they went up to elite. Because I only had them in the range of these dudes. Units specializing in capturing or contesting enemy-controlled commands, since they also boost nearby friendly units. Do they boost them by 2? Because clearly we've seen that these guys have were elite level. Helicopters, I think that's fine. Air. I think in the air tab, the F-104 would be an interesting option. Take out helicopters and bring one F-104 as opposed to like 3, 2.5-ish Gigafaust. I mean, they're only 25 points after all, plus the vehicle that goes back. So what I think I'll do here is another small change. I think there's no actual need for these guys, because they don't, in the Starfighter, because they won't do much and they don't have AA capabilities. But already against this weak opponent, I felt like I need a cheap AA fighter to deal with helicopters. And this thing can surely deal with helicopters and in emergency cases with other planes as well. Yeah, so I think that's the changes I'm going to make. Let me know what you think of the battle and of the division and the way I built it in the comments below. Nominate a division you want to see next. Thanks a lot for watching. Until then, bye for now.